attack on the Uri garrison, in which we lost 18 soldiers, was really, really shocking for all of us. And I think very quickly, both the military leadership and the political leadership decided that we need to send out a strong response to this, and that the strong response must come early enough, not as if we can wait for months and months and then do something. You know, the whole impact would have been lost. So we immediately sort of got around to planning for the strikes. Fortunately, our special forces had been training for this contingency for almost a year, which was why we were able to sort of very quickly, put the operation in place. So we did our planning process. I used to, quietly fly down to Delhi to discuss the plans and to brief the chief of the army staff. Come back, even within our own headquarters, very, very few people actually knew that the operation was going to take place, because we just didn't want any information about this to leak out. The operation was fairly complex in the sense that we had to hit, terrorist launch pads, and we had to do it at multiple places from across Jammu region to Kashmir region, over a frontage of almost 250 kilometers.
Right.
Multiple targets had to be hit. It had to be done the same night. And then, of course, our big concern was, people are going so deep inside. What happens if there are casualties or somebody gets hurt, and how to retrieve them? In fact, that was the really, really big sort of question in our heads, which we discussed and we debated for a long time. On the night of the operation, after what we call last light, as soon as the sun goes down, the teams went across the line of control, and the targets were actually behind Pakistan's line of forward defenses. The line of control is perhaps among the most heavily guarded borders in the world from both sides. And so our soldiers had to actually cross the front line of defenses, go behind, attack the targets. And of course, once the attack takes place, surprise is completely lost. And then also return, which was the more sort of dangerous part. So I was we were sitting in our, what we call the operations room, and we had these UAVs and drones over the target area, and these pictures were being beamed to us of what is going on there. And I remember the first attack went in at about midnight, and troops came back. But the last attack was to go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. So there are almost 6 hours between the first and the last attack, and which again was a little area of concern for us, that once the first attack goes in, Pakistani soldiers sort of, get an inkling of what is going on. How quickly will they be able to pass the information? How prepared will they be for the last attack? Fortunately, I think they were completely shocked and surprised. So there was absolutely no reaction. So the soldiers did an outstanding job. The officers and men who went across, I think if you ask me who should take credit for the surgical strike, it's these guys, because they put their lives on the line to go across. And when everybody came back safe, huge sense of relief. So people often ask me, what was the first sort of feeling you had when everybody was back? So did you feel a sense of triumph? And I said it was just a sense of relief that everybody's back.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार.